Follow me not, beast, for the road I take, I wish not upon others. Yes guys, welcome back to another episode of Just Mad Cars. Today, it's another episode of Road and Munch. I say another like we do a lot of them, but we don't because it's expensive and takes long, which is why we do them very few times a year. So this is a special one, even though all of them are special. But anyway, today we're in the BRECON beacons, as you can see. I know there's no sign to tell you it's the BRECON beacons, but I'm telling you it's the BRECON beacons. We're on a road called the Black Mountain Pass, which runs between a place called Guan something, I can't say it, and Landovery. So we're just looking over this two sections of the road, mostly this mountainous bit and another little fast bit that's a bit further down. But yeah, should be a good day. We're excited, I hope you are, because it's another Road and Munch. So, just a little bit about the BRECON beacons. The BRECON beacons are a beautiful mountain range covering an astonishing 1,344 square kilometers in the south of Wales. Native to an abundance of wildlife, sheep in particular, it was reported in 2018 that over 10 million sheep and lambs inhabit Wales, compared to the minuscule sum of 3 million people, make up more than a third of the population of the United Kingdom. Stating that there is an abundance of sheep is a serious understatement. As a result, in the wildlands such as the BRECON beacons, you are only a few feet away from poo in every direction. Situated all the way to the west of the BRECONs, you will find the A4069, 21 miles of God-given tarmac that connects Guan K Gowan to Landovery. This is the Black Mountain Pass. This road is actually breathtaking. Like it's a spectacular road, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I didn't expect to be this blown away this quickly. Especially the scenery. The scenery is exceptional. Man's using words I don't think I've used ever in my life. Exceptional, marvelous. It's so mad in the dunya. We were very lucky with the weather this weekend, as I would definitely recommend life insurance if you want to come down this road when it's wet. It's interesting with this road because with all its beauty, you're only 5 miles an hour away from certain doom. Because there's no railings, no signs for sharp bends, just some rocks on the edge of cliff faces. So to say I was concentrating is a bit generous. Okay, so this part of the road is a bit quieter, it looks like. Well, it is a quiet road in general. When I say quiet, I mean there's no sheep. That's what I mean by quieter. The main section is the Black Mountain Pass. So when we left that stage, the adrenaline from driving through breathtaking scenery, cliff faces, and chicanes seeped out of us. This is very exciting. As the safety of flat roads, shrubbery, and surprisingly higher speeds made for an anticlimactic second stage. It feels very much like any other British B road that I've driven through, to the point that when we passed Langadog, we decided to run back and enjoy the southern part of the road. Again. Look at this mark, this guy just reversed out onto the road. Crazy.
The best way to describe the Black Mountain Pass is slower with more obstacles, but more fun compared to the rest, which is fast but familiar. Do be careful in this stage, as the foliage could provide some bottom clenching emergency maneuvers in the rain, as the leaves could make you lose grip.
Oh, there's a sheep crossing the road. I think this is why people don't drive on here, because it belongs to the sheep. Why they got markings? Does someone own these sheep or something? That's what I don't understand.
They're not wild sheep.
But bruv, they're just out here, what? This is a farm then? Because they've got markings on them. Usually when they have markings, doesn't that mean that it's someone's sheep?
They know where the food is, innit? So they come back every now and then.
Yeah, it's true still. Yeah.
The BRECONs are a great advert for the great outdoors, as motoring enthusiasts live in harmony with people of different passions, like hikers, bikers, photographers, doggers, and even cyclists. We even saw someone trying to parachute. I don't know why, but there is a mutual understanding between everyone. For example, when we would stop at a lay-by to film something, people would be very accommodating to us. That being said, with so many kinds of people using the area, you should always try not to take the piss, as we did see a few police vans, hidden speed cameras and park rangers, so keep that in mind. Also, on another side note, there are not a lot of lay-bys.
I wonder if my pops and little pops on my exhaust will scare the sheep away. I hope not, just as their house and that. I don't want them to feel scared, I'm not one of them human beings that comes and mashes up their habitats and that, you understand? Obviously man will eat a lamb, innit? Because like, on top of the food chain, is it? But don't take man for some intrusive guy, you understand?
So, back to the road. Upon reflection, I was amazed by the quality of the actual road. It is very well maintained, as I barely noticed any bumps or imperfections. I guess this makes sense, as this road would be much more dangerous if it was like a street in London. There are not too many straight lines, so you could enjoy this road with most cars. In fact, I would say that besides an actual sports car like a Lotus, it would still be quite fun. My favourite part of the road had to be that long, slow hairpin, because it's really the only second gear corner on the road. I wasn't being very brave nor spirited, but coming down you have to mind that you don't brake too vigorously to manage the weight transfer of the car. You can carry the momentum down into a quick pair of bends. Going up, just letting off the throttle slows you down enough to allow you to throw the car into the bend and use the torque to really pull you out of the corner and gather some speed up the hill.
These walkie-talkies, yeah? Listen. They've changed the game. In these ends here, you don't really have signal in that, so walkie-talkies, if you're out here doing up YouTube and you need multiple shots, get yourself some walkie-talkies from Amazon. The range ain't mad, like it's not far, but does the job. And they're not they're like toys. They're somewhere between toys and proper walkie-talkies. Pretty sick.
Come on, did we take a wrong turn? Over.
Take this right, take this right, take this right.
So this road can be so many things to so many people. It could be breathtaking, fun, challenging, a piece of piss, or a total nightmare. This all depends on your confidence as a driver. I've been driving for almost 10 years, but I can't lie, it was definitely a challenge at first. The lack of security threw me off, but I grew into it. Because of that, I felt brave enough to throw my car into a few more corners. This made me think how I could have tackled this road a few years back, and I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. For this road to be fully enjoyed, it is a fine blend between car and experience. If you tackle it with raw speed alone, then you will be concentrating so much on driving that you will miss the scenery. However, pootle along like a granny and you won't feel rewarded or engaged as you build confidence and start to push your car a little bit more. For example, we had another car with us and it was a diesel. As you can imagine, it ate away at the steep inclines, plus the fact that the person wasn't driving spiritedly, accompanied by a smooth road, made it very pleasant, so take my words with a pinch of salt. So it's all a balance, to be honest. The main point is that I would caution young or risky drivers to think hard about your approach to this road.
I'm not gonna lie, I really can't get enough of this road. I'm enjoying myself. I really am enjoying myself. The more that I drive on it, the better I get to know it, the more confident I grow in it, and I've really started to enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
As for the Ford, I would say it performed exceptionally. It felt planted in the bends and I really enjoyed getting to know it more. I'm really excited to see how my car performs as I start to trust it and push it harder.
If, like me, are not a countryside person, got this sheep. If like, yeah, anyway, that kind of proves my point. If like me, you're not a countryside person, yeah, you're someone who's always lived in built up areas, yeah, it might be very difficult for you to understand. Well, not very difficult, that's a bit much. You might find it slightly challenging being in this area. One of the reasons why is that because there's a lot of sheep, there's a lot of sheep feces. So you walk on the grass and then you just see a big clump of it. And you're like, bruv, I didn't come here for all this. I came here to enjoy the scenery. But the problem with that is that it's almost unavoidable because there are no public toilets. So if you need to relieve yourself, you know, urinate, deposit excrement, like them sheep them, you have to literally do it like a sheep, which is a bit mad. Yeah, you have to do it like a wild animal, which is a bit difficult for a lot of people to comprehend. But that's what you gotta do, because mate, we was desperate, so we didn't have a choice.
As for the Munch, we weren't that extravagant with our day-to-day eating. Breakfast was normally Greg's, and by the road there wasn't a lot of places to actually get any food. So we had sausage and chips, because I don't really like fish and chips.
Yeah, sausage and chips. I wanted saveloy, but there was none.
And it was kind of dead still, I'm not gonna lie to you. Did not enjoy it. It was cold, the chips were a bit too crispy, and it just wasn't nice. Overall, I was quite impressed with the eatery choices that Swansea had. There was a few unique places I've never seen before or never heard of. So we went to a place called the Smokehouse. So Smokehouse is like a oh, here it is. Is this it? I think so. It's a like a rib shack kind of place. I know it's a bit loud. I don't have a mic, so hopefully the audio ain't too bad. But yeah, it's like a rib shack, so ribs, steaks, burgers, hot dogs, all that kind of stuff, which is right up our street. So let's go see what this looks like and let's see what this tastes like. Bro, you lots cannot see me at all. I'm standing like, there I am. So yeah, I'm quite excited to try this. I'm kind of hungry, so yeah. We ordered ribs, and with my ribs I had cheese fries, steak, veggie burger, and chicken and waffles. If you're interested in that kind of style of dining, then you might really enjoy it. I do enjoy an American style restaurant, however, sometimes I do feel they're a bit overrated and a bit samey, and this was one of those places. But I'm not gonna lie, like I said, it was very filling. For me, the cheesy chips was something that I'm very happy that I went for because they were just right. We didn't spend enough time in Swansea, but if we did, I'd like to go there again and possibly spend a bit more time in the bay. That morning there was no water because the tide was out. So I just would like to see what it's like during the day a bit more. So guys, it's come to the end of the video. It's come to the end of our time here at the Black Mountain Pass. We're all packed up. As you can see, it's been a great little weekend. I would thoroughly suggest you coming to visit this road. The area that it's in is sublime in terms of the scenery and the landscape. It's not too far from Swansea, so if you want to come and you also want to, you know, stay in a city, stay in a town and have a few drinks and stuff, you can do that too. So overall, this place is definitely a place that I would love to come back again. So hopefully you'll see us making another video around here for something else. Maybe in the near future, maybe not. But anyways, we move. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Give it a like or a dislike, and we'll see you in the next one.